Hello, welcome to Thrash Life episode 10. It's me, your boy, here with your boys. As usual, it is February 4th of 2022. Happy Lunar New Year, which was February 1st. Today, as you may know, is National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. Have you thanked your mail carrier today?
I do whenever I see them. Just
Awesome.
they hand it to me. I say thank you.
Today's also World Cancer Day. A little
We're
more
not
grim.
celebrating, are we?
I hope not. National Wear a Sweater Day. Not me. National Stuffed Mushroom Day. You like stuffed mushrooms?
Sure.
Okay.
That's a
National.
strange day.
Yeah. National Wear Red Day. Sorry,
Okay.
not participating in that.
Yes, you are.
Is it red?
Your hat is.
A little. Oh, I have a red hat. Okay. National Working Naked Day. I work in construction, so no thanks.
Yeah.
And National Homemade Soup Day.
Okay.
So?
I think I would get arrested if I tried to work naked.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that one was especially weird. It had a picture of a guy sitting at home on his laptop.
It must be for people that work from home.
Yeah,
but
it must be.
why would you want to risk that?
Well, if you're waking up this morning, this podcast downloaded at 5 a.m., you decide to pop it on your way to work, strip
Get
off
those
all
clothes
those clothes.
off. Yeah.
So today, in 2004, Facebook was launched as thefacebook.com. Did you know Mark Zuckerberg was a fucking boomer before he was even a boomer?
Okay.
The Facebook.
The Facebook.
In 1789, George Washington was voted the first U.S. president by an electoral college vote unanimously. I don't know if you know about George Washington, my boy George. Big fan of the show, Thrash Life. He's been on a couple times. Check out the past episodes. And, a lot of people liked him. They just voted. Everybody voted for him. So he was a dude.
Yeah. He was.
He's a dude. She's a dude.
Yeah.
They're all dudes. Hey, I'm not sure if you ever watched the TV show Fraggle Rock. You ever watched Fraggle Rock?
Was big rotation for me as a child. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a Muppet thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, Kermit probably knows about Fraggle Rock. Right?
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock is back after 35 years, and big time fan and friend of the show, Dave Grohl. He's been on here a lot as well.
Can't get enough of him.
He rewrote the theme song. Apparently, it's on Apple TV. I will have to be checking this out soon as a Dave Grohl aficionado at this point.
I got my fill of Fraggle Rock then, and then once technology got to the point where you can just watch it now, it's not rare anymore. Like I've gotten my fill, but maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, so we don't have a guest for today, so we're going to be talking about a couple things about fashion. But first, let's talk about independent venues reporting no-show rates as high as 50%. You ever bought a ticket and just not gone to a show?
I don't usually buy tickets because of how often I'm planning to go to a show and just don't go.
Yeah.
So if it's not a danger selling out, I'm not buying a ticket.
That's true. Apparently there's a National Independent Venue Association called NIVA. And they appeared before the House Small Business Committee this week. Representatives saying they were seeing no-show rates as high as 50%. Traditionally, about 5% of ticket buyers don't attend performances, so you would have been maybe part of that 5%.
Yeah.
But now, sagging consumer confidence is causing national no-show rates as high as 50%. This is devastating because most of our venues rely on in-house sales to pay core bills.
All right. Let's back that statement up because that sounds like bullshit to me.
You think so?
Given the way things are right now, if somebody's not feeling well and they stay home, I want to commend them. I'm not, I don't want to blame this on consumer confidence.
That's
We're
true.
telling people right now, if you're not feeling well, don't leave your house. I think that's contributing.
It could be. So they say, while ticket purchases are important, food, beverages, and other extras help keep the lights on. That task has been made even harder by global inflation and supply chain issues. Just in the past month, They received notices of impending price increases from their trash hauler to our concession suppliers to our janitorial service, which I guess, the janitorial service. I guess your janitor gave you notice he wants a raise.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably should give him a raise.
Yeah.
NIVA is asking Congress for an extension on when the shuttered venue operator grants can be used. Venues could use those funds for costs incurred through 2021, but a bipartisan bill introduced last fall would allow venues to spend that money through March 2023. So far, 14 billion of the allotted 16 billion has already been distributed. 2022 no-show rates continue a worrying trend that dates back to last year. In 2021, nearly 1 in 5 ticket holders stayed home. So they're saying from 20% to 50% are now staying home.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You think maybe the rescheduling of
I
all
was
the
thinking about that
things
too.
could
There's
have a-
often times where you'll buy a ticket for something and then it gets postponed 3 months and maybe you can't make it.
Yeah, you just don't find a way to sell the ticket or
Yeah.
get the. They
Although
don't offer
normally
refunds.
sometimes most of the time on a reschedule they do offer a refund, but
Yeah.
maybe it's just not worth the hassle to you.
No, I mean, it's saying that 14 billion of the allotted 16 billion has already been distributed.
Yeah,
meaning,
let's get that other 2 billion out there. What's it there for?
but I mean, I guess it's not going to make a big dent.
Probably not, but it's put there for a reason.
It's true. It's
Don't
true.
sit on it.
We should clear it up. Our main topic today is fashion and music. I like fashion and music. How important is fashion with a band to you? What do you think about it?
I don't think I've ever thought about it.
No? I mean, a lot of people definitely put a lot of care into it. I mean, if you think
Yeah.
Guar
Yeah.
or Judas Priest obviously invented the heavy metal leather aesthetic and stuff. I think those definitely fall pretty flat. Like, you can't do Guar without the costumes. I'm not sure if I'm counting it as fashion because it's a performance thing.
Yeah.
And I definitely like seeing a lot of interesting outfits. I'd say
I don't like backwards red fitted caps anymore.
That's true. Yeah, puffy coat, some
yeah.
khakis with some cargo pockets.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that it is important to a certain extent, and that you should look like you dressed up for the show and not like you just rolled out of bed, or that you're going to do your grocery shopping, or mowing your lawn or something like that. You should definitely, I want to see that you have a separate pair of clothes, if not for your performance, maybe for going out. Like you should step it up like just a notch,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
I think it's just fun. I mean, I can be like slobby ass me all day, every day. So
yeah.
take your opportunities to.
You're getting on a stage, freshen yourself up a little bit. Do you think that the importance of the fashion changes when it comes from changing from local to national acts? Like, do you think that you give them a little bit of a handicap because they're a local musician as opposed to somebody who's getting in the van and hustling everywhere?
Yeah, I guess I try not to be too judgy, but subconsciously I think if I can tell that you're a bit of a try-hard, it can backfire on you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're pulling out some really extravagant shit, getting it on for your 20-minute set.
Yeah.
I mean, I think with black metal bands, for instance, big part of it, you got to have the corpse paint, you got to have some spiky gauntlets and stuff, you got to look grim and frostbitten and such. You got to look like you're ready to eat a reindeer raw.
Yeah.
If you come up there and you're like, again, if you're in your camouflage cargo shorts and your sandals and you start playing black metal, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, bro?
Probably though. I mean, the makeup and stuff isn't going to slow down how fast I walk out of the room anyway.
Well, that's fair. That's you can't you can only polish a turd so much. So make sure that your music is good too. What do you think about sticking to established trends and tropes? Like we play metal. Obviously, the style is prescribed. It's almost expected. If you're a punk, you're gonna get that denim vest or leather vest or
Studded
whatever. You
up.
got to stud it up. You got to have some patches. You want the denim. You want the leather. You want a little bit of chrome in there. You
Yeah.
want maybe some gold or whatever. You're feeling frisky. Thrash, all about the bullet belt. Different. If you're in like a death metal band, then you definitely want the long sleeve printed tee
Oh,
that has the
absolutely.
prints
Yeah.
coming down the sleeves.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff like that. Like fashion seems important to these bands, but I think personally, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't tie it so heavily
Yeah.
to
I'm
the.
into a lot of different stuff, and I do mix fashions myself from time to time. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if like the gold chain really goes with the thrash aesthetic, but
I think it's worth it to break the mold.
and then there's also like Anthrax used to wear all kinds of like goofy shorts and pants and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
I have some Zubas, in that spirit of things. So you can definitely do it your own way. I think you just have to have the confidence to wear whatever you're trying to pull off.
I see these newer pop and rock acts really going out of the established bounds and not looking like a normal person at all. But we'll get to that a little bit later when we look at some interesting fashions and share our
Oh, some
reactions.
trends because I've seen one recently that's apparently a new thing called dystopia core or something like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's apparently like the new wave of like goth style, and it's all inspired by like Dune and The Matrix, and people are actually
Ah,
dressing like that
yeah, yeah.
now.
Well, I mean, the style is pretty cool. I
Yeah.
mean, well, not one that I would wear, but I think that it could be a interesting aesthetic for bands doing things that really tag side by side with that Matrix
Yeah.
Dune sci-fi sort of thing. Um, do you sacrifice comfort on stage?
I used to wear pants that were a little too tight on stage, but not so
Oh yeah,
much
yeah, yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
The last time we played, I wore these white high top Adidas shoes that are a little bit too narrow for my fat feet.
Mm.
And so I guess, yeah, I would. I sacrifice a little
Yeah, yeah,
comfort.
yeah. I got some white leopard print tights. If you've ever seen me wear them at a show, we do occasionally play shows, not very frequently anymore, but not they're comfortable in a way, right? They're comfortable in the fact that like tights are very comfortable pants. Like you don't really have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Not so comfortable in the fact that you were definitely the only person wearing tights in the
Yeah.
bar, and
Yeah.
that's like a whole different level of discomfort.
Yeah.
I need to be able to move though. Playing
At
drums,
least you get to
especially.
sit down, though.
Yes, playing drums, I need to have a lot of range in my legs and stuff, and I find that like jeans just don't do it. So I do have
Mm.
to take
Yeah.
a
I do. A lot of
conservative approach.
drummers go with the comfort a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of times.
You got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So when's overdoing it? When
Hmm.
when when are we? When do you start clowning on the person for going too hard?
Hmm.
I think if they got the drip, like I'm
Yeah.
fine with it.
Yeah.
As long as it's good, as long as the aesthetic
Yeah.
looks good. Like you put a lot of work into it, it looks good. It probably will look good because you put a lot of work into it. If you try to be like generically like, I actually find it the most offensive when somebody's like, I want to look like the generic '80s metal guy, and you look like a mashup of all the '90s Jerbang
Uh,
dudes like
yeah.
ever. Um, but it also looks like concerted, or like not concerted, like you're actually putting effort into trying to look like a Jerbang.
As someone who's fluctuated back and forth, I think a lot of times, I mean, it's all in the hair. You can't fake it. You got
Yeah.
long hair, We're really in.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that some people can't grow hair.
Yeah.
In that instance, I suggest you wear a wig.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Wigs are pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
put it
yeah.
out there.
Yeah. I got a couple wigs at my house.
Yeah. In fact, I wish more people would wear wigs. And in fact, I hope there's a band that comes out that wears gigantic powdered wigs and colonial outfits
Hmm.
because that would be
Couple of poofs.
yeah. We'll call it poof core. It'd be great. Um, you got a favorite look? Who do you think of when you're like, damn, that motherfucker, he's got some drip.
Even though I just gave so much love to hair, I mean, it's probably Rob Halford.
True. Hey, Rob Halford used to have hair back in the day.
Yeah.
Rob Halford has a brilliant shiny dome.
Yes.
And like it matches so well with the aviators and everything.
Yeah.
Like the style, I mean, it's hard to compete with Rob Halford, to be honest.
Well, Lemmy shorts. I mean,
Lemmy,
I can't pull
Lemmy
it off.
shorts,
I
yeah,
love them.
absolutely, yeah. Those iconic pictures.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Rob Halford as well because like the amount of leather stuff that this guy has is like just unbelievable. Like the stuff. But I'm also really a big fan of the look of the band Cradle of Filth. They change it up every album. They have designers and stuff, and they go for
Okay.
a look. And it's inspired by black metal, but it's also inspired by the Rob Halford stuff. So you have a lot of like buckles and spikes and this black dyed leather. Sometimes the outfits have not been so great. Sometimes they are. There's a Danny Filth doesn't always look the best, but some of their outfits, some of these like weird like battle garment things just look so cool. Not something I would wear.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like something that would hinder your
I'd say on
onstage
a, on a
performance.
local level, I don't know if they're even still active, but Metal Wolf has always had a pretty good handle on looking cool.
Yeah, those people they really dial it in. They know what they want.
Yeah.
You were about to. I thought you were gonna say like Daikaiju.
Oh yeah. I'm not even sure where they are actually from, but yeah, they do the mask thing well. But then again, like 13-year-old me would have loved Ghost.
True, yeah. That it also reminds me of a band that we played with at the Hexagon like 10 years ago. And the guy had a giant pyramid head, and he looked like the guy from Silent Hill.
Oh wow, really? I don't even remember that.
It was that looked pretty neat to me. It was like a
Yeah.
big paper mache golden head thing, and he was in like a shawl, and he just like they had like a noisy screaming approach, and it just really fit with the vibe that they were going
Yeah.
for. He looked really mysterious
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to add that visual flavor to your shows now
Yeah.
and get it right. So
So
I do appreciate it when I see it.
if it were easy, no cost, no stress, what would you turn it up a notch to a certain degree? Would you
Full on
full
Macho
on?
Man Randy Savage every show.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot Macho Man did have the best hats.
Yeah.
He had the best leather jackets.
Yep.
Oh, the
Tassels,
glasses.
glasses.
Oh man, yeah. That we are sorely missing that sort of neon
That
colored,
energy.
bright.
Yeah.
The leather taken to the extreme.
Yeah.
Speaking of fashion, I just wanted to bring up today, I have this book in here called In a Deadly Fashion. And I brought this in because it is made by a company called Lamentations of the Flame Princess, which was a heavy metal zine back in the day. This guy used to review the albums that came out in Century Media, Nuclear Blast, Roadrunner, whatnot. And eventually he became a game designer, and he put out his own. This is like Dungeons and Dragons, pretty similar exactly to Dungeons and Dragons. And In a Deadly Fashion is a neat book that is a horror adventure about a living garment, and it's got some pretty sweet art in here by somebody. It says a hot new fashion trend is spreading and people are dying to get in these clothes. Literally. The clothes are unlike anything ever made before, but is it worth a human life? People are turning up dead or missing, and this fashion trend is the reason. Will your players discover the truth or become fashion victims themselves? Find out in this explosive, decadent, and horrifying adventure. And yeah, printed 2,000 copies, compatible with Dungeons and Dragons in general, but it is a mystery adventure, very horrific and gory and heavy metal, but dealing with like the secret like Italian fashion designers and their like secret cabals. It's got like Illuminati vibe and Eyes Wide Shut sort of thing going on. Definitely pretty sweet. I would suggest picking it out. It's got if you're into D&D, it's pretty cool. It's got great art. We're gonna move on to our reactions on Rolling Stone's 25 most stylish musicians now. Right. This was a interesting little thing that I found on Rolling Stone, as you can see. And let me just get this all situated here. Now, I started scrolling through this earlier, and I thought it was kind of hilarious. Okay. Grimes.
Who is Grimes?
Grimes is an electronic artist from L.A., and she was married to Elon Musk recently.
Oh.
Or not married. They were dating or whatever. Right. She had the baby that had the robot name.
Yeah. Well, I can't hate on a sword, man.
I mean, the chrome mask, the sheer, but I don't know, like shark thing going on. Out of 5, I would give this a 3. I like swords. I wouldn't wear sheer on stage.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty cool though.
3's fine with me.
Next up, Kai. This is apparently a Korean guy. This guy just looks like a normal guy with a spiked collar.
Yeah,
he put that Hot Topic cherry on top of that normal look.
Okay. Yeah.
I give it a 1. Tyler the Creator. This
look I'm not sure about, but
I'm not sure what's going on here.
He's dressed as bellhop.
Yeah, bellhop's gonna be pretty musical, right?
It looks like this is out of a scene of a movie, though. I mean, he's got the cart with the luggage and everything. Is that part of his look?
I have no idea. So,
all right, I'll give it a 3 because I don't understand it.
Lots of musicians aspire to make style look easy, but few embody the ideal as well as Tyler the Creator. Okay, I'll give it a 2. Not a big fan. Yeah. Number 22, Maneskin. Are you familiar with this band?
Yeah.
They play a cover.
Begging,
yes.
Begging you.
I think it's like a public domain song now that has been covered like 2 or 3 times. I was unaware that they had a bass player that played topless with tape.
Whoa. Yeah. Cool.
And I guess the singer also plays topless with a tie or something, or a leash. I'm not sure what that is. I wasn't aware they had such a gothic aesthetic. Kind of like gothic White Stripes.
Yeah, cool.
I give this one a 4.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, pretty cool. Bad Bunny. You know Bad Bunny?
I don't think so.
He's a rapper.
Okay.
He's all right.
I don't care for his name.
I'm not sure what's going on in this picture, if this is his style. It's a puffy
fur
jacket.
Coat, I guess.
Puffy
what I'm looking at.
Coat. Now, obviously, when you're doing hip-hop, R&B, soul, pop sort of things, all you really need is a microphone, so I guess he just doesn't have to worry about, maybe he's not so much of a dancer, but, you know.
Boring. 2.
Yeah, I give it a 2. Now, Willow Smith. Willow Smith, good friend of the podcast, Willow Smith. I'm a big fan. Now, she whipped her hair back and forth, and now it's gone. But look at those guitars, man. You got that, like, Explorer-style guitar, hand-painted with some roses and moon phases. That fucking t-shirt that's like a T-Rex face with some torn fishnets, and the pink jumpsuit is whatever. But I think out of all of this, she's got a look. I think she's going in the right direction. It doesn't seem there's a clash of styles here, right? She's got the T-Rex t-shirt is almost like a wolf t-shirt. The fishnet, obviously, kind of a punk girl aesthetic with the guitar, and then those glasses look straight off like someone out of Parliament.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Bootsy Collins.
I give Willow a 4.
Yeah. I'll go with the 3. I'm not as crazy about it.
All right. Rina Sawayama. Now, we're bringing back the 80s. Look at these gigantic,
God.
gigantic shoulders.
Look at those biceps.
I know. It's, I like the fashion. I ain't gonna lie. I like the fashion.
I don't.
It reminds me of Blade Runner.
It reminds me of Soul Calibur.
Ooh, I like Soul Calibur too, though. I can't see the rest of her outfit. I'm not very familiar with her as an artist.
Yeah.
I would give this a 3.
I give it a 1. It looks ridiculous.
Now, Doja Cat.
Okay.
You are familiar with our good friend Doja Cat, the
Yeah.
caterpillar,
Yeah.
or silkworm, or whatever she is. I remember this being a meme when it came out.
Okay.
People, as she came
It's a
out
little
with
much.
this, it was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" This is where I asked, "When are you overdoing it?"
Yeah, that's too much.
This is too much.
I like it better than the last one, though.
Oh, really? I give it a 2.
Yeah.
I
I'd
think
go with
it's
a 2.
you get a point for really trying to do something way different. But this thing,
I'd like to
this-
know
what is
what's
this
the
thing?
occasion. Like, what did she show up for?
this looks
Looking like that. It looks like an award show.
yeah, it's like an award show.
Okay.
I'd love to see the one of those like photoshops where it's like they reveal what's
Then-
under the thing and
or-
like her whole body looks like a
Yeah.
giant like
Or more
worm.
importantly, I'd like to know how much the designer paid her to wear it.
Yeah. Now, if you're following along, I mean, we're a few into this, and obviously, if you're following along on audio, you can look up the this article. It's on RollingStone.com, and it's called "The 25 Most Stylish Musicians Now." But maybe we'll try to describe some of these a little bit more in detail. Rosalia, big, long, white nails, completely black film canister, glasses.
Yeah, I don't get what's special about this one.
I don't understand what's really special about this either. And it kind of looks like it has the big shoulder thing going on with this dress.
Yeah.
And unlike the other one, I'm not a big fan. I
Yeah.
give it a 1. It
Giving
looks
this
normal.
one, yeah, a 1.
I don't see how she is supposed to be one of the 25 best dressed. I don't know. Machine Gun Kelly here at 19. I've never seen these pictures of Machine Gun Kelly. I've only seen him recently. I think these are in the past. So he has reinvented himself from being a fledgling rapper to he teamed up with Travis Barker and started doing this pop punk thing. So he looks like a pop punker. And man, I guess he's
I
like,
think that's a pink straight jacket.
yeah, but it's also like a puffy jacket.
Yeah.
And he's got a pink turtleneck underneath. Not gonna lie, I don't mind the pink stuff. The giant zipper is like interesting. Now
I don't mind the pink stuff, but I don't do straps all over the clothing. I don't like that.
his other thing here, doesn't he look like Spider One from Power Man 5000?
Oh, maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, not much to say. I'll give it a solid 3. I think he's right in the middle. I don't think he's pushing by being pink. He's not really pushing in any other
I'm
direction.
going to give him a 2 because I think he's a dweeb.
He is a dweeb. That's fair. Kelsey Lou, another person who I have
I don't know.
not known. Kelsey Lou, I'm sorry, just
Okay.
having a pink wig and a fur isn't really that exciting. And I'm not familiar with your other outfits, but based on this, you get a 1.
Yeah, I give it a 2.
Now, Lizzo at number 14. Lizzo has some sweet outfits, and this one that they chose to pick out was when she was like pretty much naked under this like whole fishnet bodysuit. You know, I want to hear what your take on this is first, because I don't want to influence yours with
I
mine.
feel like it's not like a new thing to do.
That's
There's
true.
been a lot of people doing it, so give it a 3. It's
Yeah.
just meh.
I'm going to bump it up in my book to a 4 because I would like more people to wear fishnet bodysuits with nothing underneath them. If this became a trend, if there was an entire genre of music like thrash metal and everybody wearing the jeans and the Reeboks and the vests, there's a whole genre of music where people just were naked except for fishnet bodysuits. Could be interesting.
Yeah, I guess. Could be
Yeah,
like
maybe not.
the band Orgy. I believe they all had that sort of a look.
I love Orgy.
Okay.
Their cover of Blue Monday was great. Moses Sumney. Now, I think he reminds me of Ruby Rod.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
Or-
but not as good. So
yeah, Ruby Rod.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the half thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that design. I'm a fan of the glasses. I'm a fan of the earrings. I think the bleach blonde hair. I think the bleach blonde hair is making a comeback.
Okay.
Major Wesley Snipes vibes from this picture,
Yeah.
but you know,
I'm just not that dazzled by it.
I'm not super
I
dazzled.
give that a 2.
I would give this a 3. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think we should be doing it. Beyonce. Here she is wearing a very expensive dress.
Mm,
I give her a 1 because it's
that's
Beyonce.
boring.
Yeah.
1.
You're not pushing the boundaries of fashion here, I don't believe. Kanye West. Now, Kanye West at number 11 is pretty interesting. Here's a guy who has his very, very famous, influential clothing brands. He's always wearing some whack-ass shit. It's fashion
What was
forward.
it? He just wore a big square thing or something?
Yeah, he's like a Roblox character or something. In this picture, he has some platform boots. Some the pants kind of flare out before being tucked into them. He's got a big poofy jacket that's not quite like the old puffy jacket. It's got like a different kind of like tire look to it. And
I can't see a damn thing. He's
It's
wearing all black with an all black background.
yeah,
So
it's very dark.
0.
New rule for fashion. If we can't see you, we can't judge your fashion. I'm sorry. Solange beating out Beyonce. This is going to cause some problems in the family. Now, to be fair, Solange also has a pretty basic outfit in this picture. I'm not sure.
Women at the grocery store dressed like that.
Yeah, this is like, what is this? What is this?
A 1.
What did I rate Beyonce? 1?
1.
She also gets a 1. Sorry, Solange. I know you're above Beyonce in their book, but Dua Lipa. You fan of Dua Lipa?
Yeah.
I think Dua Lipa got the thickest bass lines.
Yeah.
Like, man, there's like slaps and pops and all that stuff, man. I love the production of those songs. Great dance hits. Really makes top 40 radio worth listening to right now. These outfits are sweet.
Yeah,
I think.
those ones are good.
I'll
give my first 5.
Yeah. I think she is on top.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. People who are helping her out, they know what she's doing. Wide variety of styles here. Obviously, I guess it kind of caters to her because the other people didn't have 4 pictures. But, but each one of these individually would have been better than everyone else.
Yeah.
I think. ASAP Rocky. Here he is wearing what appears to be a quilt with weird bags attached to it. Now this guy, I've seen some pictures of this guy. Sometimes he looks like he's from an anime. Like he wears some absolutely gonzo shit.
Yeah.
Compared to Kanye, I give it Rocky a 4. Now I wouldn't want to play in this.
I'd give it a 2 because he looks dumb.
He looks like he should be
I
on
thought he was
Antiques
wearing
Roadshow.
like candy or something. Like he's got runts glued all over him.
Oh man, that would be delicious. Rihanna. Look at Rihanna here. One picture, she looks like she's ready for your funeral.
Yeah.
Look at all these diamonds. Like, well, she has a song about diamonds.
Nothing new there though. So
I like this big flare thing that's like going around. She kind of looks like a flower. She's like in a big black.
I'll go with
flower.
the 3 because she's a known quantity.
She is.
And
I like that she
I
beat
know
out
what she
Beyonce.
looks like, so I don't have to just go off of this picture.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maluma. Not
I don't
familiar
know
with
who
this
this
guy.
is, but that is some real poser looking shit.
This that meme
guy
where
is
it's like
wearing a very articulately studded leather jacket.
this is the meme where it's like this guy slaps your girlfriend's butt in the club. What do you do?
Yeah,
Or whatever.
I mean,
Like,
a designer made this thing. He didn't have anything to do with it.
yeah, I guess the designer like looked at the Cliff Notes version of what a punk was supposed to look
Yeah.
like, or like
Yeah.
it's not very true to form. It actually kind of looks like a terrazzo floor, sort of. It
Yeah.
has that like
Yeah.
like vibe going on, and the sunglasses, not digging it, just not digging it at all.
Give him a 1.
I'll give him a
Even
1
if
as well.
even if it was like legit and looked cool, it's still something that I've seen a million times before. That's not high fashion.
He's a Colombian superstar and a regular fixture at fashion shows.
Okay.
Well, Harry Styles. Now here's a guy. I've been playing Watermelon Sugar on guitar recently. I was unaware that he had these interesting outfits. Like here he is in
It's like a baby doll.
Yeah, it's like a tablecloth looking dress. And
Almost a Raggedy Ann look.
he's got some like rouge on his cheeks, and he's like yelling.
Yeah.
I think that Harry Styles is a pretty cool guy. I give him a 4.
I give him a 4. That's
This is definitely breaking the norms of what people think you should be wearing on stage, how you should be performing, and it makes people think. I'm into that. BTS. You familiar with BTS?
Yeah.
This is a Korean boy band. Here on stage, or here on the screen, we have 7 members of BTS, and they all look like they came out of, what is that, like
90s.
Like United Colors of Benetton or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't understand how this is considered forward fashion when they look like, who's that band that did Rio? Oh God, why is it escaping me? Jeez.
They did what?
Rio. Her name is Rio.
I don't know.
Duran Duran. They look like Duran Duran.
Yeah.
But like very young Korean
Even
guys.
like the picture, the way that background looks, they look like they're like colorized right out of the Take On Me video.
Yeah. I think they have that sort of thing that Leonardo DiCaprio does when they turn 26. They have to like kill the person with an axe or something and like knock them out of there.
Yeah.
Or break up with them or whatever Leonardo DiCaprio does. Cardi B. Now, number 3, Cardi B. We have 3 pictures here. Each one of these pictures is something that you would not see somebody wear at the grocery store unless it was Cardi B.
Yeah.
We have a very green outfit with like a sunflower kind of hat thing, and she has her hair done specially for that with some special green rimmed sunglasses. And then we have a purple outfit that kind of looks like a window curtain, unfortunately. Lavender color, also matching the sunglasses and everything. Then we have her performing on stage in what appears to be some sort of armor straight out of Final Fantasy. Now, the Final Fantasy armor, pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other 2 things, I guess they're like sort of like designer-esque fashion.
Yeah.
They don't strike me as a very performance-oriented garb, and I would give this a 4.
Yeah, I'll go with a 4.
I think it's forward, but not forward enough. I don't think it's in the right direction. Lady Gaga. Now, on the right, we have Lady Gaga in some sort of very flowy, silk-looking thing. And on the left, we just have her in a Gucci shawl. And I don't think the Gucci look with the Gucci sunglasses very particularly exciting. I'm over the Gucci. You want to be buried in the Gucci store, you want to be buried in the Louis store, that's fine, but everybody wants the Gucci and the Louis.
Yeah.
The other thing, I mean, it doesn't say Gucci on it. Maybe it is a Gucci piece, but the other thing is pretty fancy.
I'll be in the middle and give her 3.
I'd give her a 3 as well. Number 1, Lil Nas X.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay. I'll straight up.
Can we give a 6?
I will give a 6. We may have disagreed, Rolling Stone, on this, that, and the other, but there is no denying that Lil Nas has the best drip out of all the musicians.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, go on the internet and look up the 3-piece costume that he wore to an awards event that included a golden suit of armor that he shedded into. Looks straight out of like an 80s anime, as well as all the other looks that he has, like completely pink leather cowboy outfits just to piss off the chuds. And he took a photo shoot of himself fake pregnant just to piss off the chuds. It's great. I think it's pretty good. Good job, Rolling Stone. You got one right. I think you got one right.
Yeah.
Now,
they didn't put my boy Mono Neon on the list, so
no Mono Neon. Wow, yeah. Now Mono Neon, definitely, maybe not as. I think this is focusing on that real commercial fashion, the fashion show, the New York City stores with, $1,300 garments and shit like that. Mono Neon kind of looks like he sewed the shit together himself.
Yeah.
But I'm done with that. I think it looks great. Now, I don't think the fashion has to be as expensive as Nas does. Clearly, he works with a lot of people who do this sort of thing. And, he's got a whole team. Whole team helping him out. Putting together these outfits. He probably puts the okay on it. They're sizing him up. He's probably got to work out constantly, stay the correct dimensions to get inside of these very, very tailored outfits. But he's doing it for us all.
Yeah.
I'm pretty grateful. I'm grateful. And that's all we got. That's all we got, Rolling Stone. No honorable mentions. Oh well.
Yeah. I think that was enough.
That was enough. Well, I think we should wrap up right about here. This is an off week, of course. We don't have a guest as things continue to happen that make us do bullshit episodes like this one. Now, if you're watching the video, we would really appreciate it if you left a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to the audio podcast, you can do us a huge favor by leaving a review. This should be available on all podcast platforms, but if it's not, let us know. This is brought to you by Medusa Head Media. If you want to collaborate on audio, video, or print projects, contact us at medusaheadmedia@gmail.com. This is recorded at Orion Studios in Baltimore, Maryland. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks,
being
Ed.
part of another one.
Yeah. 10 episodes, man. We did it.
10 episodes. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
The grind
first
is
milestone.
real. Yeah. And, of course, thank you all for listening. It's a blast to do this every week. We hope to bring you more content in the future. Take care.
Bye.